Thanks.
We won the festival, thank you, and won the festival, and as soon as it was over, we got 4 standing ovations, everybody crying, and I got a call immediately from Harvey Weinstein, and then Ted Sarandos, who's married to my best friend's daughter from Netflix, and my daughter called me from Sony. They called her to tell her, don't sign with Harvey because he's a gangster. I said, that's what I want. Because Harvey knows what to do. And Harvey sent his business guys over with my VP over there, Adam Fell, to put the deal together.
Quincy Jones in Canada at 82 years old. He come at 82 years old through the jazz. Quincy Jones through the Jazz Festival. Finally got him here. Now he's going to talk about Tupac.
If you get a chance to check it out.
It was here a couple of weeks ago at the Hot Docs Film Festival. It was here a couple of weeks ago at the film festival.
Yeah, it'll touch you whether you're a musician or not. It's just humanity, and that's the truth.
But I just want to tie up a loose end on this about Clark and tell me why people should care about him.
Well, Clark is one of the greatest trumpet players that ever lived, Global Gumbo All-Stars, and we travel all over the world with these kids, the most talented young people on the planet, and Nicky's one of them. Nicky Aronofsky's one of them. And Nicky Aronofsky and a girl from Budapest last year, they blew Bobby McFerrin and Chick Corea to get married. In fact, he died in her arms, with his lungs stapled up. She almost got killed. Last year, they blew Bobby McFerrin and Chick Corea off the stage. The critics said that because those are my brothers, But they said,
okay, he's going to talk about Tupac now.
They were singing Aretha's Respect.
He's going to talk about Tupac now because Tupac was the fiance of Quincy's daughter.
You got to know Tupac.
Got to know is my daughter's fiance who was going to get married. In fact, he died in her arms, with his lungs stapled up. She almost got killed on that too because Suge and Tupac were in the car. She was supposed to be sitting next to Tupac.
This was in Las Vegas, right?
Las Vegas, yeah. And thank God Tupac called her up and said, I just hit a crip, so I'll pick you up later. And a car came by, his car, a convertible, with girls in it to tempt him out of the car. And they pulled off, and a guy with a bow tie and a machine gun took him out. That would have been my daughter, Her car was behind him with the security, and he died in her arms. And she went through, within a year and a half's time, she lost Tupac. She produced an event for my record company, Quest Records and Vibe magazine. 4 minutes after that, Biggie Small got shot. He was at that thing. He got killed by the Crips. And Aaliyah was just to stay live at our home. We took her to Fiji, stayed at Tony Robbins' house and everything. And later she got killed in that airplane accident. It was overloaded, And it was a rough time for her. She's recovered. She's working with her sister now, Rashida Jones. You know Rashida Jones? That's my baby. And she is on fire. And they wrote a TV show together. They don't stop, and they keep selling 22 episodes every week. She's got a production deal with Pixar and Warner's, I think, yeah. Great.
When Tupac started dating your daughter, there was a sit-down you had with him. There was
he wrote something in Source magazines and stuff about just very racist and very nasty. And my daughter from Harvard, Rashida, took him out. And she was speaking Harvardese at the end, but all my kids, I put the street in them. I made sure they had the street. So you have to have the street, man. I don't care where you go, Yale, Harvard, Georgetown, whatever. Street is important. And I was born in the streets in Chicago in the 30s, and in Chicago with mafia every day, dead bodies every day, Tommy guns, stogies, piles of money in back rooms, like amazing. I wanted to be a gangster until I was 11. I did. Because, you want to be what you see. And all I ever saw were these guys, And the Jones Board was a gang. It was the black gangsters, most notorious gangsters. We're going to do a film on that, too, in the history of America, And in 1941, they had a policy racket in 5 and dime stores, and they made $100 $10 million that year. That's like $1 billion back then. And Capone ran them out of Chicago. And my father was Jones too, but he was a carpenter building their homes. And he came and got my brother and I out of the barbershop and put us on a trailway bus and took us to the Northwest. Thank God, because out there is when I changed my dreams of being a gangster to being a musician.
I'm glad. Now, at some point in all of this, on the south, when you were living on the south side of Chicago, when you were living on the south side of Chicago,
Signing off right now with the story of how Tupac got killed and how it impacted Quincy Jones's daughter.
7 years old.
And how she had to go through all of it because after Tupac they lost Biggie and then they lost Aaliyah. And now his daughter had to go through all of this, and she's got post-traumatic stress disorder from it. You can imagine being in the music business, being high, and your father's Quincy Jones, who was the best friend of Frank Sinatra. He even wears Frank Sinatra's ring right now. This little ring on his pinky comes from Sicily and his family. So, you know, Marlon Brando and all of them, and way back in the 40s. And signing off right now with the legend, the hero. And he's 82, and he's got 2 shunts in his brain. He's been operated on twice. He can't even go through a metal detector because he's got so much metal in his head. Signing off right now, hallelujah, Quincy Jones, Motown, baby.